Hi, today I'm going to be reviewing foundations from two different natural organic lines, Kira Weiss and Vapor Organic Beauty. I'm just gonna get into it. First, I'm gonna do Kira Weiss, the foundation. It's a creamy texture that dries into a powder finish, made with sweet almond jojoba and coconut oil, 95% organically farmed ingredients, not tested on animals. It is not vegan and not gluten free. And as you can see, it dries into a velvety finish almost instantly, blends very well. And what I'm going to do is let it sit for the rest of the day without any powder. And the reason I use my fingers to apply it is I just want to see how the texture blends on its own without any tools. And what I'm actually using underneath the foundations are the Icona Youth Serum, and then I follow that with Peptide Hydrating Complex by Icona, and then Drunk Elephant Sunscreen. And yes. So that's what I have underneath the foundation. I'm going to wear that, and on the other side I'm going to use Vapor Atmosphere Luminous Foundation. They have two different foundation formulas, the Luminous Foundation and the Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation formula. The difference between the two foundations are the Luminous is meant for normal to dry skin, and it is a more luminous finish like the name says, and it is also more of a light to medium coverage, whereas the Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation is considered a medium to full coverage. It's a satin finish meant for all skin types really, but they geared more for normal to maybe oilier skin types. At the same time, I find that it has quite a dewy finish, even though it's supposed to be oil control. What I'm going to do is do the Luminous foundation on the other side, just because it is a similar cream texture. And I just want to compare the cream textures on both, even though it's supposed to be a more luminous finish, whereas the Kira Weiss is a more velvet matte finish. What I'm going to do is do the Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation maybe on my forehead, and we can kind of see how they all wear. Okay, so let's see, this is number 123. In Kira Weiss, I'm wearing the color Illusion. So on my right, and I'm going to warm it up on the back of my hand first, get it to kind of be a more melting texture, and just apply from the stick and blend with my fingers. I'm going to do quite a thick layer because I want to actually see the color and the texture. Disappears really well into my skin actually. Maybe a little bit under the eye area. So now I'm going to use number 123 in Atmosphere Focus Foundation. Get a little bit of that. Sorry cat, I'm a little bit busy. I'll pet you later. A little bit of my... So this is a full coverage version. Actually, it made my skin quite a bit more luminous than when I started without it. Maybe on the chin as well. Again, the reason I'm doing it with my finger is just I want to see its natural texture without any tools, how it blends. Okay, so I have the Kira Weiss foundation on my left side, Vapor Beauty foundations, the Luminous foundation on my right side, and then the Soft Focus formula on my forehead. Now with Vapor, they have a light reflecting technology. They are vegan. The Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation is also gluten-free. They are also water and perspiration resistant, so that's a plus. Non-comedogenic on both sides. And with the Kjaer Weis, it is 95% organically farmed ingredients. Vapor contains about 70% organic ingredients and the other 30% natural. So it's 100% natural on both sides. And what Vapor does is they use a lot of antioxidant blends. They use their minerals to be the color. And they use a lot of plant oils, dry plant oils to nourish. So you will see a lot of oil in their ingredient list, but it is dry plant oils and they're non-comedogenic. So those of you who are kind of afraid of oils, you don't have to worry about blocking your pores. So what I'm going to do is pet the cat for a little bit, leave it on for the rest of the day, and check back in with you to see how they all wear. All right, see you soon. So is if you have normal to dry skin, or if you prefer a glow to your makeup look, go with the Vapor formula, the Luminous Foundation. You have oilier skin and you don't want a more matte look, a velvet matte look doesn't look too drying, go with the Kjaer Weis. I got even light on both sides of my face, so you can kind of see the difference. But it might be a little different in more humid weather if you're, working in the kitchen or in warmer environments. But just going about today in mild weather, that's not too hot, not too cold, it lasted very well. And so, recommendations on all fronts of my face. Yeah, if you have any questions about the formulas, what you think would be right for you, send me an email on my website at houseofhartan.com. You can find it there, or ask me in the comments below. I appreciate you watching. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. I would love to have you in my community and keep in touch, and see you here every week. So thank you so much, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.